What do you say, gang? Hello, everybody. It's the American Doofus Show. Don't be a doofus. And if you'd like to support the show, you can do so through the Cashapp $ American Doofus, all one word, $AMERICANDUFUS, or you can purchase one of the 3 novels, get some other things coming up potentially. And of course, we're going to have some live shows called The People's Platform, where you have the opportunity, if you'd like, to come on and say what's on your mind. Also going to try to put some panels together, get some one-on-one interviews coming, and going to be doing the show just like we've been doing. But today I want to touch on 3 things real quick. First of all, Happy New Year to everyone. I hope you have a healthy, safe, blessed, prosperous 2022. We're heading into the third year of COVID, and I think my hope is 2022 is better than 2020 or 2021. My fear is it will not be. Okay, the headlines as they are on CNN: Florida COVID cases up 948% in the last 2 weeks. COVID-19 killed at least 826,000 Americans and has infected millions more. And then, let me see, move myself down here a little bit if that works. Man dies after being pushed into moving train in San Diego. Oh, it's a really dark world. What can you say? It's a dark world, and we need to be lights. We need to be a light. I saw a TV commercial or saw a commercial for a TV program. I don't remember what it was, but because I really wasn't paying attention. And the character said something that caught my attention and made me say, yeah, he said, I don't know if I can save the world or change the world, one of the two, because I only saw it once, but I'm going to try. And I've always felt that way and tried to. And if enough of us can somehow interact, somehow lock up, somehow hook up, whatever the term might be, we get enough lights together, we can make a difference. And I think there are enough people out there that want to change the world or save the world. And we just need we all need to come together somehow and figure that out. We're going to be talking about this. Of course, I started something called EAR for End All Racism. And still needs to be done. Anyway, going to be live at least Wednesday night at 10:30. Just if you haven't subscribed, liked, share, hit the notification bell, please do so, because I know I'm going to be live on Wednesday at 10:30 p.m. I may be live Tuesday, I may be live Thursday. It just depends on how things happen. And plus whether I can get some interviews together that I'm trying to get together as far as recording episodes ahead of January 6th, which is the second to last thing I wanted to touch on. The committee has firsthand testimony that Ivanka Trump did indeed try to get the then president of the United States, and I'm not going to get started because I don't want to take up time talking about things I've already talked about when it comes to Donald Trump. But January 6th is coming up, and I'm going to be talking about that, obviously, and talking about him a lot coming up. So I'm going to let that alone for now. And then with this, Antonio Brown is no longer a part of the Buccaneers after he takes off jersey and leaves mid-game. Basically, there was an altercation on the sidelines, and Antonio Brown, star football player of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. For those that don't know yet, basically stripped down to just his football pants and ran off the field, through the end zone as the game was continuing on the field, and basically waved and gave a peace out, and tried to take an Uber. I've been told, tried to take an Uber from New Jersey over to New York City, and Antonio Brown needs help. Okay. Antonio Brown ought to be the poster child for mental conditions and emotional issues. Instead, he's a meme, and I pray I'm wrong, but I believe he's not going to make it till the end of the month without either being killed or in prison. I hope I'm wrong, but he's got some major problems. Monetarily, okay, he was so close to gaining millions of dollars in bonuses and incentives for his contract. If he would have just finished the game and played next week, he would have easily passed certain check marks that incentivized him and gave him more money and more money and more money. And instead, he got in a fight with the coach, and the coach told him to go into the game, and he refused to go in the game. Coach told him to go in the game again. He refused. He said, "If you're not going to get in the game, get off the effing field." And he took his jersey and shoulder pads off and threw them. He had already thrown his helmet, took his gloves, his shirt, and threw them into the crowd, and ran out of the stadium. And as I said, tried to take an Uber. And I believe police officers end up escorting him safely to New York, wherever he was trying to go. Don't quote me on that. That's just something that I was told. But anyway, for those that don't know, and some of you may not know, a brief rundown. Antonio Brown was a star wide receiver for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He got traded to the Buffalo Bills, where they cut him. He played for the Patriots briefly, simply because Tom Brady requested it. And it lasted one game up there. He has a history of not paying his bills. And that's what happened up in New England. From New England, he went to the then Oakland Raiders, and never played it down for Oakland. He went to Paris and in ice, what's it called, where the treatment for cooling the body, hyperbolic, is that what it is? A hyperbolic chamber it's where you go in a really, really cold environment for a brief amount of time. And he basically had frostbite on his feet, so he couldn't play. And the problem with that he didn't want to wear one of the new design safer helmets. He wasn't comfortable in it. And Oakland, it didn't last in Oakland. Well, eventually he made it to Tampa Bay. And earlier in the season, he had a private chef, and he had yet to pay the chef, and refused to pay the chef. And The chef then basically came to the media and said, this guy's a deadbeat. And not only that, but he has a fake vaccination card, has a card that says he's vaccinated when he's not. Now, I said earlier, he's either going to be in jail or he's going to be dead before the end of this month, simply because he is currently off the rails. And I imagine there are only a few people that can reach out to him and reach him and reason with him. And I don't know if any of those will do that for the upteenth time. I don't know. I hope so, because that's one of the problems. Whether it's heroin, alcohol, whether it's depression, whether it's anxiety, whatever the condition may be, people reach out one time, and if they don't get, if they don't get the response they want from who they're reaching out to, they'll stop reaching out, because they don't understand it's not about them, it's about the person that's in pain, whether it be mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, and they quit reaching out. And I hope that's not the case for Antonio Brown. My gosh, if people hadn't reached out to me in certain situations, I would not be sitting here. Okay, I would have done something crazy at times, or I would have, just not cared. And he's got little kids, and throwing all that money away is not a reasonable thing to do. And normally I say, people create a problem, then claim they're a victim, and they blame the problem on someone else and claim they're a victim. He's done this repeatedly. This time, we've got to see through it, okay? That he created this. Now he's going to blame it on probably Tom Brady, Tampa Bay Buccaneers coach, who knows what. But eventually, he's got to see that he's his own worst enemy, and he's doing it to himself. And back to just staying in contact with people, back to just reaching out to people. Okay, you can tell them what they need to do. You can try to correct their behavior according to your standards, but and they'll lie to you maybe, but the person has to want to change before anything's ever going to really change. So it's all going to come down to him. And my fear is that the condition he's in now, somebody's going to want to make a name out of themselves by killing Antonio Brown. And there are those in the white community that hear this and go, oh my God, that's insane. There are people in the black community who hear this and go, yeah, I can see that happening. And I'm not predicting it. I'm not wishing it. I'm just doing analysis, and the situation is there where somebody does something to him. He does something to himself, or he ends up in jail because of COVID. Okay. He's a football star. He has value until he decides he's quit. Now he doesn't have any value to anybody. He doesn't have any value. He has gotten by all this time because of enablers, because people have allowed him, instead of making it a situation where he sees that, oh my gosh, I'm the one doing this. Okay. Enablers have allowed him to do it because he's got a gift from God. He's very, very fast. Now you can teach a lot of things, but you can't teach fast. And in football, fast matters. So he's gotten a lot of passes, including the fact that, we see in the news, the federal government, you know, arresting people on federal charges because of falsifying vaccination records. And yet this is a very public open case of somebody that's done so and was suspended by the league for doing so. Okay. Why wasn't he arrested? Because he's very, very fast and he plays football. The only thing is he doesn't anymore. And he doesn't have a lot of value to anybody because he can't be trusted. Teammates, man, I don't know when AB's going to fly off the handle. Tom Brady, Tom Brady said, I can handle it. He'll be fine. And for a little while he was. And I hope he is again someday, but I fear he doesn't make it till the end of the month. That, either incarcerated or worse. And it's a fear. Okay. Again, it's not prediction. It's not wishing it. It's a legitimate concern because of the situation. And not enough's talked about. And he should be a poster. He should be the poster child, so to speak, for getting people help instead of enabling, and not a meme, but instead he's going to be a joke. He's going to be, and that is going to, seeing all that isn't going to help him. It isn't going to help him not hurting somebody else. It isn't going to help him not hurting himself. It isn't going to help somebody else wanting to hurt him. All the meme stuff that's going to happen, or probably is, all the jokes, it's serious. This is a problem. And it's not a stable, sane action that was witnessed today by millions, and it will be known about, if not already known about, by many, many more who aren't football fans, who won't look past the fact that this is a black man who had a chance to really do something incredible and blew it. They won't look past that, and they'll just make fun of it, and I don't think it's going to end well. And that's not going to make for a good beginning to 2022. We lost John Madden. We lost Betty White. I hope that's not an omen that Betty White didn't want to come into to 2022 with us. But nonetheless, here we are. Happy 2022. I hope it's blessed, prosperous, healthy, safe. And we know it's a dark world, so do try to be a light. This is the American Doofus channel, the American Doofus show. I'm your host. You can email me at americandufus, or you can email me americandufus@gmail.com. If you want to help support the program, again, there's a link in the description to purchase the latest novel, or you just Google search Barry Welsh novels. All three of them should come up, or you Google search America, Land of the Greed, Home of the Grave, and that will take you directly to where you can purchase the book. It's also available on Kindle. For those that read ebooks, it's available as an ebook. Not available audio yet, but might be real soon. You don't know. Anyway, I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate you more than you'll ever know. And please share this episode. Hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber, continue or consider doing so. If you are a subscriber, continue to spread the word and hit that bell notification if you haven't already, so you know when the next episode's coming up. It's the American Doofus Show. Blessings for those of the Christian faith. Shalom, salam, namaste, and green grass and high tides for anyone and everyone. It's a dark world. Be a light. I love you all. See you soon.